The Ballad of Kempo. He lay face down in the desert sand, clutching his sword blade in his hand. He'd been shot from behind, and I thought he was dead, for under his heart was an arrowhead. But a spark still burned, so I used my knife. And late that night, I saved the life of Kempo. Yes, I saved Kempo. The weeks went by, he mended fast, and then from dawn till end of day, he practiced with that deadly blade. Hour on hour I watched in fright. No man alive could win a fight with Kempo, bloodthirsty Kempo. One day we rode the mountain crest. I went east and he went west. I got married and built a farm, but he spread terror near and far. With blood and blade, he gained such fame. All through Tamriel, they feared the name of Kempo, vengeful killer Kempo. I was afraid that one day, I'd face the test. Which one of us would be the best? And sure enough, the word came round that Kempo the killer had come to town. I left family and friends out in the street, and I went in alone to meet Kempo, horrendous Kempo. Now they say my skill was next to none, but my flashing sword play had just begun. When I felt a slash across my wrist, my blade went flying from my fist. I found myself looking down the blade of the deadliest weapon ever made. He slowly lowered his arm, smiled at me and said, "We're even, friend." And in that moment I understood that there was still a spark of good in Kempo, my brother and equal, Kempo. I blocked the path of his retreat, but he turned and stepped into the street. A dozen archers fired iron and lead. A moment later he lay dead. Kempo, old Kempo. And it was just the years, they say, that made me put my armor away. But on his grave, no one can explain my silver sword above the name of Kempo, old warrior and friend Kempo.